Okay, so today we're gonna take the caramel that we made last week, and we are going to make a cookie dough and wrap the cookie dough around the caramel. But one of the things that we really like is Mexican chocolate, and it's this chocolate right here. And I have lots of really great memories with this chocolate because one of my friends introduced it to me when I was living in California, and it's a chocolate that's a little bit granular, and it has some cinnamon and a little bit of heat in it. And we use this chocolate to make hot chocolate, right? And then I have used this chocolate to make like a ganache for a cake, and sometimes I'll even use this chocolate to make it into the cake batter. But today we're gonna make double chocolate chip cookies.
We've done this before, right? With the caramel inside.
And how were the results?
Oh, they were like the best cookies we have ever eaten in our entire life.
I agree. They are really, really good. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna get all of our dry ingredients. So let's use my grandma's bowl, and we are going to grab our flour. Titus, go ahead and get 1.5 cups of flour.
And we're not just saying this because we want you to watch your video. It's because this is actually very good.
No trickery here.
Yep.
Hey Ezra, you coming to join us? Okay. All right. All right, let's do it this way. Can you scoop it in like we normally do it? I don't know why I was trying to pour it. There you go. And then just pull it up against the sides.
I'm not really good at this.
1 cup and a 1/2 cup.
1/2 cup? And that's okay, this is a little bit over the top because we had less in the other one.
Okay. And then we're gonna do 1/2 cup of baking powder. I mean, chocolate cocoa. Here, hold this.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
It was like that brown sugar measurement last week.
There we go.
There.
There's just a teeny bit more. It's
That's
okay.
right.
Don't make like us.
It's okay.
And then the next thing is 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. We'll get that later. Here's the baking powder, or the...
No, it's not that. It's just my shirt.
Oh, yeah.
It's alright, we got a washing machine.
Even though it is a bit noisy.
Yeah, they heard it last video.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's it?
Yep. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
1/2 of one?
Yeah, that is 1/2 teaspoon.
Oh, yeah.
If you get a heaping teaspoon, and then you do it like that up against the side, then it'll be perfect every time.
There you go.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but that can be something that is just estimated. So take a big pinch, pop that in there. So let's grab the whisk, and you go ahead and combine those ingredients.
Okay, do
Titus.
it now?
Yep. Just get them nice and combined. So these are our dry ingredients. And then we'll start with our wet ingredients in the mixer. That looks good, bud. Why don't you go ahead and put all this butter in there.
I have a piece of caramel.
And so we're gonna cream together the butter and then 2 different kinds of sugars and the egg.
Okay, that looks good, right?
Yeah, that's all of it. And then this is not gonna go perfectly. Can you hold that?
This?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And then we're gonna do 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So we'll do 1/2 cup and then a 1/4 cup. Can you dig that out, Titus?
Is it?
Uh-huh.
A 1/4? Yep. Oh yeah, dig it out. I hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we put that in there.
Mm-hmm. And then
Put that in.
let it rip, buddy.
He kicked me.
He was blocking the camera, Titus. I was just giving you a little motivation there.
Go ahead and put it on there. And once that's nice and creamed, then we will add our egg. And what does it mean by cream, Titus?
Like smooth and soft and like all blended in.
All blended in. Yep. You're right. We'll get our egg ready.
Bit of a problem.
Why?
All the butter stuck in the mixer. No, it's fine.
You know what? When it happens like that, just do it up faster.
Oh yeah. Because it just got stuck.
Once it separates, if you go higher, then it will combine and then it'll start to cream. That looks good. Crack your egg in that bowl and then you can toss that in there. And why do we crack our egg in a bowl first?
Because we need it like all.
To make sure we don't get the shell in there?
I don't know this.
Yes, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, that way in case you get any shells in there accidentally, Titus, you can still fish them out before you put them in the other bowl.
So I just dumped it in there.
That's good.
Okay,
I
turn
put
it on.
down.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, next we're going to add the vanilla extract. It's normally it'd be 1 teaspoon, but we like a lot of vanilla, so we'll do 2 teaspoons.
But if you want to do one, you can. But we like to.
And then now, Titus, we can start combining our wet and dry ingredients.
Do you want me to turn it off?
Nope.
No.
We'll do a little at a time.
Looks like it could go a bit fast right now.
It's gonna get really crumbly. This is a pretty dry dough, which is why it needs to be refrigerated for a while before we actually bake it.
Do you want me to turn it up? Or?
Nope.
No.
We want to keep it at this speed. One of the things that I add to almost every chocolate recipe that makes it special is this espresso powder. And in this recipe, it really, really kicks it up. And so we're going to do a tablespoon, and then Titus, you can turn back on the mixer.
Okay.
A tablespoon plus. Okay, go ahead, bud. Yeah, that's perfect. Because we're still gonna have to add the chocolate. Take a little piece. So we're just chopping up the chocolate discs right now. And one of the things that makes this cookie dough so amazing is the chunks. So the granulated sugar really makes it fine. And so you have that aspect in the dough. And then you've got the chunks of chocolate also. And it is so good. You have to try this recipe.
Remember, so good.
And now we have some chocolate vultures. Keep those fingers away from my knife.
I'm the chocolate eater. I eat all chocolate that I make it pie.
Yeah, there's some really big chunks. We don't want them that big.
Like here.
Okay.
You got those.
So we're gonna go ahead and add all of this delicious chocolate to the dough. Yep, go ahead. It's a chocolate slide. Look at all that nice powder. It's gonna combine so good.
Hey, Mom.
And we will we'll mix it up a little bit more just for a second, okay, Titus?
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. And then we'll grab the spatula and pull it off of. You gonna do that part? Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, we should get all that off the spatula.
Yeah, push it down in like that. There you go.
Mushy.
Mushy. Okay, there you go. Put it all in there.
Well, it might be mushy, but it sure is good.
True. Looks like mud, huh? Really delicious mud.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama, when the batter's good, can we have a taste?
Yeah, it's probably now. Here, take a little
Ooh.
pinch.
Wait, we're not taking it off the whisk.
Ooh, that's a big old piece of chocolate. Here you go. This is a delightful bite.
Can I have a delightful bite?
Yeah. Don't say I never gave you anything. Is that so good?
This tastes like gold.
Yeah, now that it is completely done, we're just gonna put it in the refrigerator, and it needs to be in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours. So it all melts together because the dough is pretty dry. And then it'll be cold enough to be able to wrap it around some caramel and bake it off. And the results are delicious.
And it is chewy, good. Oh, chocolatey.
Okay.
What's better than that?
Are you ready to make these into cookies?
Oh,
This
yeah.
delicious dough? Put your hand out like in a ball.
I kind of don't want to do this. Is it fine if I don't?
Yes, go with it.
Okay, so we just put them in there?
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some dough in your hand, like I gave you.
Flatten it out?
No, you're gonna take your thumb and push it down like this. So you're gonna have like a little nest. And then
we
you'll
put the
take the
caramel
caramel in the nest. And then you'll flatten the dough around it.
And this is the caramel, like the caramel candies we made in the other video.
So these are big cookies. These are jumbo cookies. And then once they've been baked, they have this nice, beautiful, melty caramel on the inside.
Can I have a bit?
Sure.
Okay, I'll take this bit. Just stab your thumb in. As soon as you get like a little hole. But you still want like walls around it. Like a little boat. Flatten that out. And push it around it.
If you don't cover it up all the way, the caramel will leak out. Which isn't always a bad thing. That just gives you a sneak peek of what's in there.
Sneak peek. That's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna do like 8. Well, actually probably only 6 on a pan.
Okay, I'm ready for my next scoop.
Okay.
But we could put in the middle, but they're gonna like flatten out and they're gonna be big. That's why we don't wanna do that.
Okay, ready?
We've done this before. Oh, they turn out great. So we're using an ice cream scoop.
This is a medium scoop. I think it's 2 tablespoons. So this is a great way to use that soft caramel that we made before. And I'm telling you, we've said it before, but these are really the best cookies we've ever made.
Yeah.
They are so flavorful and soft on the outside and gooey on the inside with a little bit of crunch from the Mexican chocolate.
Yeah. So we have the Mexican chocolate in there. We also have the espresso powder, right? And now we're putting the soft caramel candies that we made in another video. Roll them up and put them in the center of these cookies.
All right, let's pop this tray in. 375 for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's super important that your dough is really cold and chilled, so as it bakes, it won't just ooze all over the place. You ready?
Yep.
All right, we got some of the cookies out of the oven. Now, we really tried to put big pieces of caramel inside the cookies. So sometimes you might get a blowout, like on this cookie right here. But that's okay, you can just readjust to a smaller piece of caramel. But otherwise, these are looking pretty good, and they got that caramel chewy center. Woo woo! We've got another tray in the oven. Stephanie's working on some more. And we'll finish up by showing you what one looks like once we get it all done.
So this is the final product. It's nice and round. It's a great gift cookie. It's something that you could just wrap up and give to somebody. And it's so good because when you open it up, you can see the chew. And then you've got the crackly crust on top. And with that Mexican chocolate, it just gives it a texture that other cookies just don't have. And then combined with the caramel, it's just really delicious. It's soft and chewy with a little bit of crackle on the outside. The cinnamon, so good.